Welcome everyone, and thank you for attending this webinar with Fullscript and practiceQ. My name is Sarah. I am part of the marketing team at Fullscript, and we are very excited to have the team from practiceQ with us today to talk about the Fullscript practiceQ integration and how you can utilize these two integrations to drive adherence and provide quality supplementation. Before we get into the presentation, I wanted to go through a little housekeeping. Just a reminder that this recording will be sent to everyone who registered, so if you have to leave early or just want to watch it again, you will have access directly from your inbox. The recording will also live on Fullscript's website, where you can access all of our past and upcoming webinars as well. Throughout the webinar, if you have any questions, please add them to the question section, and we will get to them during the Q&A period at the end. And with that being said, I am going to pass it over to Casey to take it away, and I will join you closer to the end for a live Q&A.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. So thanks everyone for joining us today. I'm joined by my friend Tyson here from practiceQ, and we'll get started with the presentation. So today we're going to talk about driving adherence and providing quality supplementation using practiceQ and Fullscript. And this is a quick agenda of what we're going to go through today. What is Fullscript? What is practiceQ? How to set up the integration, the benefits of the integration, and of course, optimizing the workflow with the use of the integration. And I know some of you are in different stages. Some might be on Fullscript or just joining or on the same side as practiceQ. Maybe you haven't joined yet, or maybe you've just started. So we're going to take a little bit of time explaining both platforms before we talk about the integration. And so to explain what is Fullscript, Fullscript is a free, powerful, personalized care platform offering treatment planning and active wellness support and healthcare's best supplements and wellness products for you and your patients. So this platform has been around for about a decade, and it's used by more than 70,000 healthcare professionals, serving over 5 million patients. And Fullscript delivers the scale, technology, and expertise to support the growth of personal medicine and delivery of high quality care. And so our team works really hard to ensure the platform is easy to use and efficient, so practitioners can easily browse the catalog and craft a comprehensive treatment plan for your patients, which provides different emails and notifications. So the whole process is set up very efficiently and simple for both the practitioners and the patients. And Fullscript also helps clients and patients stay engaged with automated refill reminders, client promotions, and various wellness emails that are sent out at various times throughout the month. How does Fullscript work? So basically, practitioners can create a supplement recommendation either through an integration such as on practiceQ or the Fullscript website, so fullscript.com. And so that recommendation, which can also include various products and resources or a personal note, is sent to the client via email. So they would receive an email notification, and then they would have to log into their Fullscript account. They would review it. So if there's any resources, they're able to review those. There's information about the products, when to take them, how to take them, and a description of that product. So what it's used for, the ingredients, any warnings or instructions that go along with it, which of course is very helpful. And once that order is placed, Fullscript ships that product to the client. So they would select where it is going to be shipped to. Obviously, they're the one making the purchase. So the practitioner isn't responsible for selecting like the shipping location or any, billing information for the patient. That's completely on their end. And then occasionally, depending on how the account is set up, the practitioner does have the ability to earn a profit from certain sales or revenue generated through patient ordering. When it comes to adherence, quality is incredibly important. And so on Fullscript, we try to do a good job of providing all the information that the practitioner and the patients need. So the quality is very important that you're recommending to the clients, and we know that we have an extensive catalog. So we want to ease your mind when it comes to worrying about quality. We obsess over it so you can focus on your clients and their needs. And so the FDA oversees the regulation of dietary supplements and natural health products in the United States. However, dietary supplements are not as strictly regulated as medications. As a result, many dietary supplements lack transparency regarding purity, quality, and safety. And at Fullscript, patient health and safety are a top priority. That's why we partner with the best quality brand compliance, with the good manufacturing practices, so the GMP standards. The advanced search functionality of Fullscript in the catalog, which we'll get into just a little bit, enables the practitioners to filter the products according to third-party quality certifications such as USDA, organic and non-GMO verified. And so when it comes to adherence, obviously the quality of the product is very important. And one thing we want to provide is transparency for not only the practitioners, but also the patients. So they're aware of what they're taking, how to take it, and where it's coming from. And another portion of that adherence strategy is just educational resources. So we want to empower our practitioners and their clients with educational resources put together by our IMAT team. So that's the Integrative Medical Advisory team. And so they curate different resources on different parts of the website. And they are able to produce a variety of easily digestible educational content for clients and practitioners. All medical statements in our educational resources are linked to the original reference. So depending on where you're seeing it, there will be reference to different studies or journals where they are pulling that information from. And we are very transparent with the source of information. So it's very helpful for practitioners to support adherence by educating their clients. And this also helps with the practitioners as well. So if they are looking to learn different things or they have questions, they can rely on these resources to not only empower themselves, but also empower their patients. And these are just different examples of practitioner and client resources. So we have client handouts, we have the different protocols, we have the blog, and also any industry research that are available on different parts of the Fullscript website. So the patient handouts are used to complement the treatment plans and educate the clients to support their wellness goals. The protocols can serve as templates, but they offer a foundation that can be customized to fit the client's treatment plan and adjusted to meet their needs. So those would be protocols created by our IMAT team and put on the website. And there's also the blogs and webinars such as this one. Here we can find top picks and research blogs to support your practice and the management of your practice. And in addition to resources practitioners can share with clients, we also have resources practitioners can use to enhance their knowledge and make better decisions. These types of research projects help us contribute to the growing body of evidence on adherence in integrative medicine, and also learn how the Fullscript platform can better support adherence through both practitioner and client tools and resources. And I'm going to pass it over to Tyson, and he's going to talk a little bit about PracticeQ.
I'm Tyson, the product manager for IntakeQ and PracticeQ, and I'm excited to be here and to be able to talk to you about PracticeQ and how we can simplify your workday by providing the key features needed to run your practice while also allowing you to focus on patient care through integrations like Fullscript. I'm sure many of you are familiar with PracticeQ, but for those of you that are not, we are a web-based application that is accessible through any browser on a computer or mobile device. We have some of the features that we are able to provide our providers are automated patient onboarding, ongoing communication, payments, and billing. You'll save hours a week just by using our task reminders, our save notes, and automated processes. Patients and clients love being empowered to schedule their appointments, get appointment reminders, fill out their forms anywhere they are from their phone or computer. And staff benefit from team messaging, tasks, less phone calls, and a dynamic dashboard. This is a quote from one of our users, Dr. Skip. So he estimates that with this integration, it will save him 1/3 less time with a functional medicine patient. So that's a good chunk of time. So it's important to call that out. PracticeQ serves a lot of different specialties. Some of the ones that use Fullscript are on the right with psychiatry, functional medicine, naturopathy, primary care, chiropractic, lactation, physiotherapy, nutrition, counseling, medical spa, and there are more even after that. What's nice about practiceQ is our customization allows us to serve a wide range of specialties. We make it easy to create and view recommendations from the patient's profile, so it's easy to track their progress. And you can also link recommendations to your visit notes for more complete documentation. One of the key advantages for providers is the ease of documenting, excuse my dog, allows you to efficiently capture patient information, medical history, and examination findings, eliminating the need for tedious paperwork and ensuring accurate and up-to-date records. With the inclusion of Fullscript in the mix, it increases the provider's toolbox to provide comprehensive care all in one place. What can practiceQ do? Again, one of the key advantages of practiceQ for providers is the ease of documenting patient encounters. We allow you to efficiently capture patient info, current medications, recommendations, and exam findings, which eliminates the need for tedious paperwork and ensures an accurate and up-to-date record. There's a little animation there below. Some of the stuff that sets us apart is HIPAA compliant secure two-way messaging via our secure portal. We have snippets to aid in quick note-taking. We have the ability to pass previous note data into a new note, so you don't have to duplicate data or rewrite things. Automated email and SMS reminders and notifications, support for single providers up to enterprise clients, and support for supervisors to sign notes as well. This is another quote from Dr. Dana, who's a naturopathic physician. practiceQ has significantly streamlined my workflow, and its seamless integration with Fullscript is a prime example of this. By leveraging Fullscript, I no longer require a physical supplement dispensary. This time-saving measure not only reduces overhead costs, but also garners positive feedback from patients who appreciate the convenience it offers. It's easy to set up the integration. I can show you in a minute. It's about 4 steps if you already have an account. If you don't, it's just a couple fields you have to fill out, but things are super simple between Fullscript and practiceQ. And whoops. One upcoming feature, we are currently working on a question type to display a list of the client's current recommendations on intake forms and visit notes. So this will prevent double entry by always keeping the list updated and allows the client or practitioner to confirm that they are still taking the recommendations or not. We're always looking for more ways to save you guys time. So if you have any ideas, feel free to email me. My email is up there at the top. And now we'll be able to see it in action. So if I come over here to IntakeQ, this is our practitioner dashboard, which provides insight into your practice, your appointments, any forms or invoices that are pending or due, and other things like that. It's fully customizable, so there's lots of information there. But for our purposes today, we're going to go to our settings and integrations tab, where we will scroll down and find our Fullscript integration entry. And I'm gonna connect to Fullscript here. And so just wanted to show you this. If you sign up, you pick your practitioner or you pick your specialty, and you fill out these just a few form fields and create your account. So it's nothing major, and you can get your account that way. We already have an account today, so we're gonna sign in. Excuse me. Integration test. So this is just agreeing to the terms essentially. And once you've signed in, you are connected from your practiceQ account to your Fullscript account. You can see some of your information below this, the clinic information, the practitioners who are involved, the practitioner mapping. There's a couple settings down here too about some people prefer recommendations or prescriptions. And this is about syncing patients with Fullscript. So this is, if you have patients in Fullscript, you can bring them into practiceQ automatically. And you can do it just that first time as well with that one. So once you're signed up here, if you come back to your dashboard and our bookings page, this is our calendar. So say you had an appointment today with Don. We're going to use Don Rickles today. I'm going to go to his profile here. And from here, you can see a Fullscript tab. This is the client profile where you will have all their demographic information, as well as the ability to use a lot of our key features as far as messaging, invoicing, claims, things like that. But you also see a Fullscript tab here where you can, if they have a history, you can see their history show up here. This is the list of their Fullscript recommendations that have been issued by certain providers. So this is Alex Simpson and what they recommended for this patient on July 19th. We have different views here, so this is a bit more streamlined. You can create a new prescription from here as well. And then as you are working on their visit notes, say we have a soap note here for Dawn, and you're ready to do your recommendation, you can also do that from here. So we're gonna, right now, I don't have the setting check for recommendation, so it's called a prescription, but I can add a prescription from here. And this is, I think, where Casey's gonna come in, so I can pass it to him. And he can talk to you more about the Fullscript side. You're muted now, Casey.
Sorry about that. Excellent. So once you do hit that add prescription or add recommendation button, the next step, depending on how your Fullscript account is set up, this is our test account. So you're seeing a ton of different practitioners, but if it's just a single one, then you're not going to see this option. And so we just hit start recommendation. And so right here, if you are familiar with Fullscript, this will look very familiar to you because this is what we call a JS solution or an embedded solution. So it's basically taking the technology from Fullscript.com and it's embedded in the practiceQ flow. And so the advantage of that is that as Fullscript grows and progresses and makes changes, the integration in practiceQ will also automatically update along with it. So this is very advantageous for anyone that has used Fullscript because there's not going to be much transition because the same capabilities are available in terms of the treatment plan in practiceQ that you'd see on Fullscript.com. And so right now, some things to note. So it's already selected Don Rickles because we entered his patient profile in practiceQ. If for whatever reason he's linked to the wrong patient on Fullscript, you are able to click on this wrong patient button and relink him with a different patient. That is possible, or perhaps they change their email or whatever it may be, but there is that capability. And as you move down, you do have the ability to include notes. So you can add a message here. You can customize it with this different formatting tools here. And also you have the snippets button. And so what this does, click on it here. And so it's got some of the default messages here. So if you're somebody that is, sending out similar messages or has like a custom message that you'd like to send, you can manage your different snippets here. And so you can create a new snippet. So that saves you a little bit of time as a provider. So you can have a template here that you could either customize or just send along with the treatment plan. So if I go to attach here, you'll see what that looks like. And so that saves you a bit of time. Instead of having to type in a different message each time, you can use a template of sorts. And when it comes to templates, the protocols that have been created on Fullscript are also available in this solution. So if we click apply protocol here, you'll notice these are all the protocols that we have created. So there's the two options. There's the view and apply. And so what view does is it shows you all the different products that are available in that protocol. And so you can add them individually. Once again, if you're someone who is recommending a lot of the same products, you can use your protocols as templates and you could actually just hit apply And then so that will take all the different resources and all the products that are included with that protocol and apply it to that treatment plan or that recommendation. And then you still have the ability to personalize it. So you could change the dosage, the quantities, even add or remove different products. And when it comes to the Fullscript protocols, they are available here. So I can click on Fullscript protocols. And all the various ones, we probably have over 30 at this point that are available. And then the same process applies. So you can either hit view or apply. And so all the products will be available here. If you are just making a one-of-one treatment plan, you can just go to add supplements and resources. A couple of key things to note are these various tabs at the top. So your favorites are available. So if you add or create favorites on Fullscript previously, they are available in the integration. And what's good about that, just to show you an example, is that you can also customize them. So you can create a new category. You can adjust the different categories that you have already. So you're able to change the name, add various products. And when you are exploring different products and they do have that green star beside them, that means that they're in some sort of favorite category. And you could add it to various categories if you need. And so once again, when it comes to adherence and optimizing your workflow, favorites go a long way. So instead of having to search for various products, you can create the different categories and come in here and just hit add or add, and they're added to the treatment plan before you send it off. So that's really helpful. And same with the resource button. So we've talked about different resources that are available. Practitioners have the ability to upload their own, and they'll stay here. This is just an example, and you're able to sort them. If you do end up adding a lot of your own or uploading your own resources, there's different ways to sort those, and then the different Fullscript patient resources are available. And so these ones are sorted by newest, but once again, alphabetically, oldest to newest, and also the ability to search. So if I type in skin, just as an example, obviously my uploads, nothing's showing up. But when we talk about the Fullscript patient resources, we can see that one pops up. And if you wanted to preview it, you would just hit view here, and it would pop up in a new tab. You're not going to be able to see it because it's popping up in a new tab on my computer. But you're able to preview it before you hit add. So that makes it very helpful. And once again, once you become familiar with these different resources, this is just something that's very, very helpful for the patient, something that they can take along with their treatment plan so they're not just receiving, a list of a couple products that they should take. There's also some resources that they could look at that really helps the communication between the practitioner and the patient, as they're aware of, this is why you're taking it. Here's some additional resources. And what's helpful about these resources, if you're someone who are still seeing patients in person, you are able to print them off as well, or send them via different forms. So you could send them via email. You're able to download them, and practitioner find that very helpful because they are, once again, designed for the patients. And one other helpful tool here is the patient history. So as Tyson outlined, you're able to see in their patient profile on PracticeQ the previous recommendations, but you can also click on the patient history tab here, and it's going to show the complete treatment plan. So it's going to have the date, the products, the dosing, and any messaging that comes along with it. And so if you wanted to, you could theoretically hit add all products and resend that. But for now, we're just going to go through the catalog, and I can show you just a few tips and tricks here. So what's helpful when searching the catalog is that it's tailored to what you recommend or what you search for. So my frequently recommended products are going to show up first. And you can once again change the sort. There's a lot of different options here that makes it easy for you to not only find new products, but also find the products that you're looking for to recommend. And if we click on this button here, this is the filter button. And so it's got the different sort options. You can also filter by favorites, and popular brands are going to be shown first, but you can also search for different brands here. And I'm just typing a single letter here, but it shows you the different examples. So if you wanted to filter by a single brand, you could do it this way. If you wanted to add or include or exclude ingredients, you can do it this way as well. So if I go for something general, like type in multivitamin. I can grab it here. So it's got the supplement types. If you're looking for a product name, it's going to be available there with the brand in parentheses or the ingredients as well. So you can search by either of these to find what you're looking for. And if I search for multivitamins, we can see it pulls up over 500 results with the sorting by best match. You can search by most prescribed, and it's showing you the various products there. If we filtered it down further, we can include ingredients. So if I type in magnesium, so it's only going to show products including magnesium, and then you can also do a minimum. So if I typed in 150 milligrams of magnesium, you can see here it's now only showing 138 products, and you can actually add other ingredients as well. So you can do multiple ingredients to include when searching for products. If I do calcium and then put in 100 milligrams, we can see that it's showing 116 products. And if you need to exclude ingredients, that's also possible. So someone that has, allergies, this is really helpful, or sensitivity to certain ingredients, that allows you to easily exclude that product from the results, and it saves you time from having to go through their various products and seeing what ingredients are included. And same with the form. So if you had a patient that had a certain preference to the different forms, you are able to select them here. And with the different supplement types, there's a list there, and any health conditions helps narrow down the search. Same with allergens and availability. And so this one, occasionally we have products that are back ordered or out of stock. You can also click on the in-stock option here. And as mentioned before, when it talks about quality products, the list of third-party certifications are available here. And we have about 30 different certifications available. And so you can click on them here, and that once again will narrow down the search. And so when it comes to actually adding or exploring the product, so this one from Seeking Health, if we click on it, it's going to show the size, the price here that is crossed out. That's actually the MSRP. So that's the base price of the product, and the price on the right is going to depend on how your account is set up. So our account here is set up with a little bit of a discount, and so that's why it's showing as $47.99. And what we try and do is provide a comprehensive description for all our products. And so this is available for the practitioner. And if the patient was able to click on this product through their patient portal, they would see the same information. So there's going to be a long description for that product, what it's used for, the different ingredients that come with it, and any warnings or instructions, as I mentioned prior. And you can see here it's got the serving size and the different ingredients that are included. So it's a long list here. And then if there's any other warnings or things to note, it'll be included at the bottom. And a newer feature here is just the similar products. So you are able to just see if there's any products similar. And this is helpful if a product is out of stock or back ordered. You can see products that might be similar to the one you've initially selected. And when it comes to just exploring, the product, you can see which patients are currently using it or you've previously recommended to. So you can see here, it's got the date and their name and suggestions. Obviously, this is a new feature, and it's just products that are paired well together. And as I mentioned, there could be discontinued or backordered products. If you do offer over the backordered products, it will tell you when it's available. And what's notable about this is that patients can still order backordered products. Practitioners can still recommend backordered products. It just tells you when it'll be available. If it hasn't been shipped out within 3 weeks, then that patient would just receive an automatic refund. And so what we can do here is we would select the duration before adding it. So I'll put 3 months. And then we can add other products as well. And once you've added all the products that you need, you just hit Review Plan. And so it's going to say this is the default dosage from the manufacturer, so you are able to change this if you need to. So it's 2 capsules once a day, able to change the duration or how often they should take it. And what you can do here is, once again, if you are someone who's recommending that product often, you can come down here and either have text-only dosage, so you're able to type in just a message that goes along with it instead of these automatic fields that populate, or you can hit save as default dosage. So that means when you click this button, the next time you recommend this product, it'll match this, and anytime after, it's going to have this as the default dosage. And with the ability to add additional notes, occasionally products will have something that populates here, but this will usually be something that says take with water, take in divided doses. This just provides a little bit more information for the patients when they receive the treatment plan. And once again here, we'll go to 3 months, twice a day. So you can see you're able to change it, and you are able to change the size that they're receiving as well, and that'll update the price. This one says with food. And the final thing to note before sending it off is just the discount. So if you are someone that has a profit account and you are providing individual discounts to your patients, you are able to change it on the fly. So you are able to change their patient discount before you send it off. And so it's got the recommendation total, and you can hit send recommendation here. And then it just shows a confirmation if you want to click view plain text. If you want to copy this message and paste it, you are able to do that as well. And so that's very helpful. And patients will receive an email notification very quickly, usually within 30 seconds. And so the next step for them is just to open up their Fullscript account, review what you've sent, and then complete the purchase.
If you scroll down, you can see that it gets linked to the visit note as well at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's the one that we just created here, and it's just got the message and the various products that go along with it, and of course the date and the issuing practitioner.
Just to point out too, the client can also see these recommendations from their own portal, so they can see information about what you recommended them and all those resources as well on their own time.
Yeah. Awesome. And if you do have any more questions, I'm going to switch back to the slide deck, but if you have any questions about the integration or practiceQ, feel free to put those in the chat, and then we can get to those after. And so just a few final things about the integration benefits. And so this is just a few highlights of utilizing that integration and what it does for practitioners. And so this solution works to give users confidence in supplement quality and Fullscript resources on providing evidence-based support, and works to support the treatment plan by our built-in adherence tools. And so, of course, we talked about the catalog. There's thousands and thousands of products. There's over 400 brands available. And it's very easy for practitioners to search and filter down and find what they're looking for. And in terms of fighting that physician fatigue, it's a very streamlined process. Once you become familiar with it, obviously we recommend testing it out a few times just to get a feel for it. But it saves a lot of time. It's an efficient process, and we're always looking for feedback on ways to improve it. Obviously, this is a platform that's built by practitioners for practitioners, so the feedback is very helpful in making changes moving forward. And because it's so efficient, obviously we'll want to show the value for the practitioners, and it's something that hopefully the patients see value in as well. An advantage for the practitioners is just the ability to earn a profit, and so they can feel like they're being compensated for their time. Obviously, it does take a few minutes to build out that recommendation, and of course, the first step is integrating your practiceQ and your Fullscript account. And with that ability to earn a profit, they can also provide a discount to their patients. So it goes both ways. And this has no impact on the base price. The the products initially will be the MSRP. So by a practitioner earning a profit, it's not like the products are going to cost any more than the MSRP, and that's helpful to note. When it comes to adherence, this is something that's very key to us, and this is the reminder and the notification system that ensures that patients are aware of when their products are scheduled to run out, or if they've received a new treatment plan from their provider. So they are receiving different notifications along the way when the product's been shipped out, or when the product is scheduled to run out. So they can, once you've sent that initial treatment plan, the clients are able to just re-up on their own and continue to purchase that product every so often on a regular cadence. And to support decision-making and adherence, of course, access to the research articles and the resource library. There's the ingredient library and Fullscript Academy, and there's a ton of resources available in the Knowledge Center that equip providers with various tools to use Fullscript and you create personalized treatment plans for their patients and, of course, the varying needs. When it comes to using the integration, it's an optimized workflow, reduced administrative burden. And so I think the one thing is efficiency and convenience. So you're working out of one platform. Once you're familiar with the integration and practiceQ, there's not a lot of reason to go back to fullscript.com to build treatment plans. Almost anything you can do on Fullscript.com would be available or accessible in the practiceQ integration. And of course, like we talked about, the evidence-based research and the protocol library, those are available within the integration. And we also have access to like client promos and wellness newsletters, auto ship, refill reminders, and these various handouts. And those are accessible through the integration. And so that's something that once again supports adherence, providing the client with just a lot of information and understanding of what products are taking, why they're taking it, all the key information that they need to know, that so that when they receive that treatment plan, they're feeling confident and aware of what the goal is and what the purpose is from their provider. And just a few key stats regarding using an integration. So we've done different studies and research in the past, and it's shown that providers that utilize an integration earn 16% more revenue than those that don't. So obviously it's showing that the integrations work and that there's value in Fullscript, and it's an efficient, streamlined process that the providers see value in. And this, once you feel comfortable using that integration, this ties into the various promotions that we have. So the client promotions where the providers can set a different discount. And so we usually have 3 or 4 different patient promotions a year. And this allows the provider to opt in and select the additional discount. And this is something where we've seen a lot of value, and there's been a very strong response every time we do have one of these promotions from the patients in terms of either making a purchase for the first time or purchasing more just due to that promotion. So it's a sale that would occur, like I said, every 3 or 4 months. And when it comes to the patient content, this is another thing that's been proven valuable to providers. So it's something that those providers that do send those resources along with their treatment plan have earned more revenue or generated more revenue than those that didn't. And so once again, it's tying into that adherence strategy, educated and aware providers, and they're just providing more confidence and empowering their patients to use Fullscript, and of course, the integration as well. And I pass it over to Tyson. He's got just a few notes about promotion.
Yeah, we wanted to reach out to you guys and make sure that, for new customers only, you get 50% off your first 2 months. You can start a free trial at practiceQ.com just to try it out. And then if you decide to go with this, just mention this webinar and we can apply this coupon to your account.
And at this point, we just open it up for questions. If anyone has anything in the chat, feel free. We can use this time just to answer any questions that anyone may have about PracticeQ, Fullscript, or of course the integration.
Great. Thank you, Casey and Tyson. We did have a few questions come through during the presentation, but if anyone has any additional ones, please add it to the chat now and we'll try and get to them. But the first one is, are the emails to patients from Fullscript encrypted?
I believe, I guess it's something we could follow up on. We'll make a note, but I believe they are. I can't imagine that they wouldn't be.
Great. And then the next question is, can we schedule seasonal sales on certain items?
So that's a good question. So as a provider on Fullscript, you actually don't have any control over any individual product or brand sales. You just have a general, like a storefront discount that you would set. And then of course, when these promotions, we call them client or patient promotions that occur every few months, you'd be able to opt into that and then set an additional discount. So you wouldn't be able to necessarily run your own promotions. The advantage of opting into these promotions is that Fullscript does the legwork. So on Fullscript, as a practitioner, you're not actually able to send like a mass email to all your patients. That capability is not there. So when it comes to these promotions, Fullscript does the legwork. You just have to set the percentage, and Fullscript would notify your patients of this is the discount you would receive, and these are the days that the promotion would occur.
Thank you, Casey. The next question is, I'm a bit confused. What is the fee for practiceQ? Does it integrate with our current EMRs or necessitate using it solely?
The fee, we have two plans for practiceQ. One is a low volume and then one is a regular volume. The regular volume is $74.90 a month, $95 a month. I believe it is an EMR, so it is, it's a little complicated. We have a form solution that just does forms that could integrate with an EMR, but that is not part of our Fullscript integration. To use our Fullscript integration, you need to be part of practiceQ, which is the practice management side of things. Hope that helps.
Thank you, Tyson. Do we have any more questions? If so, please add them now so we can try and get to them. Otherwise, just a reminder to everybody that the webinar was recorded. So if you joined a little bit late or want to go back and reference anything, we will be sending out a follow-up email with the recording, and it will also live on the Fullscript webinar webinars page where you can access previous webinars as well as this one. All right, I think that is it for today. So thank you to the team at practiceQ, and thank you everyone for joining today.